Welcome to week 5. As always, the overview and the course expectations are very important to read. Notice that in this particular week 5, you're going to look at hardware and software. Now, this is changing so rapidly, especially the software, the apps, the different processes, that you need to keep up to date with this. So what you're becoming familiar with here today is something to help you build on to continue this on your own. So the focus will be the hardware and software that you can use and getting into creating an online course. Very important part. Again, the resources are very important for you to make sure you understand. Take time to read these because they're going to help you not only now, but in your own practice. And again, the videos, the tips for success, all these things are so important to understand before you really get into the nuts and bolts of what you're going to be doing this week. Now notice the first discussion goes back to what I just said, that you are going to look at these, there are changes so quickly. Changes in education and technology make the task staying up to date quite a challenge. So in this one, using your own training, work, or personal experiences or research, provide information on 2 public accessible professional development resources for instructors in your area of expertise. Now this discussion is how this course constantly upgrades itself, updates itself, because you are going to look at what's available now and share that. So find them, evaluate, and then add this to the wiki. Now remember, you created the wiki in week 3. Add a page and label it resources. To this page, add list of resource descriptions. In your discussion post, provide a link to your wiki. So make sure that you not only develop this, but it goes in your wiki because you're building your final project as you go along here. Now there is a second discussion this week, again a very valuable one, considering jobs in online education. The educator, the teacher, the instructor, the curriculum developer, online instructional or learning coordinator. So these are things to be explored. And if you use these online terms and search for those, distance learning, different ways to search for those, you'll find a lot of different jobs. You might also look at Adjunct Nation and other places that specifically look for online or other opportunities for educators. Post the link to the job posting, the description, if the salary range, look for that. Skills, does it require physical presence on site? That's something I always look for when I'm looking. And any additional elements. So next, discuss why you think this is of interest to you, what would be involved in you obtaining this, make a plan that would help you do that. So it's a very practical look at what's available in the online world and will help you to really research what might be needed for you to have a specific position in the online world. Now in week 5, creating an online course. In week 4, you created a course sites account, began to explore this tool. This week you'll begin to create a course, pretty powerful. Last week created a delivery plan for a blended course in the discussion. This week you will start to put that plan into action. So sign into your course site account, click here for job aid if you're not sure how to do that in creating a course. Give your course a name that includes your initial and first initial and last name. For example, it might be for me EDU 600 Online Learning D. Lawrence. And that simply means that making sure I can get in there. Make sure it's not private. Then you're going to submit this to Waypoint, and there you are. It's a pretty exciting week to get you started on this. I look forward to what you have in store for me.